Hello my friend, this is Dr. King. Welcome back to another video. Alright, so today we are looking at the leader of the Decepticons, Siege Megatron. Now you'll notice this giant blob of blanket right here. Underneath is just Fortress Maximus's box because I have a bunch of stuff back here. I got a bunch of stuff. So I tried my best to cover it all up. And still keep my face in it. Hehe. But if you're a veteran of my channel, you know where this blanket came from. Okay, now, into Megatron. I apologize if I sound a little sick. My entire family is sick. And I'm not. So, we hope to keep it that way. Alright, I've had this figure for a few months now. And so taking a look on the side, the traditional like figure art, and it has his Voyager class, the front of the box. And on the side here you'll notice that it's a little torn. I accidentally tore it when I was getting the figure out of packaging. I ripped this whole part off and not this entire thing came with it, so yeah, that's why. And then on the back you have the traditional Siege back. So now that that's out of the way, let's take a look at the figure himself. I personally really like this Siege Megatron. Oh goodness, Megatron, chill. Chill, bro. Chill. He's got that, here, let's move his giant sword. He has that silver paint that Siege was trying to go for with the battle damage type paint. So, I feel like they did a really good job with Megatron, unlike some other figures where it's just bad. This figure also has really annoying feet. So to get him to stand up is kind of a pain in the butt. The only accessory Megatron comes with is this sword, which looks like a gun. That's because it is. Now I'll go more into that in a little bit, once we review his accessories. I mean, I guess you could count his fusion cannon as an accessory, but it's kind of just on his arm. So yeah, I really like this figure. It is a very nice figure. Fairly nice, very nice to play with, very tight. He's tight. Doesn't have that much of a big backpack, unlike some other figures like Shockwave. Shockwave's figure has a big backpack. And then on the, it's got a nice back. As Jobby the Hong would say, back lives matter. Well, in this case of Siege Megatron, they did a good job. Like, you can't really tell much of the alternative mode, which is a tank. You don't really see much tank parts lying around, except for the giant, obvious tank treads. Anyway, let's go into ports. This figure has the standard Siege ports, one on each shoulder, one on each arm. And this arm is for his fusion cannon, but really you could put it on either arm. He has two ports on either leg, a port on either leg, and the heel ports. On the back, he also has two ports here and two ports here. So you can store his sword here. You can do some weird crap with it, like this. Although, hold on. Okay. So yeah. Good amount of ports. Now, to convert this from a sword to a gun, because you can tell there's a little tab hole here, or a little handle here. You split the blade apart. Now you'll notice down here, at the very bottom, there's these little pegs. You want to pull them out and away from the gun. Then you just simply take them and rotate. And now, Siege Megatron has a gun! I admit, kind of a weak gun, but hey. It's pretty good. I mean, considering that you get a gun and a sword in one, what else did you expect? It would be nice if you could just take these sword parts off and just have a gun, but you get what you get. Now, gonna put that back. So, posability for this figure, he has this weird head thing. It's like a flap where you just... So his actual head can move up that far and look down that far. So like not at all. Swivel. Can go side to side. But if you do it weird, then you can just go wee or wee. So that's kind of weird with Megatron. That's kind of a weird thing you can do. Arms can move out that far. They can go full 360 degrees. Elbow about 90 degrees. He has a forearm that can go 360. But with this arm, the fusion cannon does kind of get in the way, so you kind of just move it out of your way. Hands don't move, they just move in for the transformation. And then the legs. Oh yeah, he has a waist articulation, so he has a waist swivel. He has legs can move out that far. Very nice. Spread. He has knees can move up, articulation at the knees to about 90 degrees. And then the toes have ankle articulation. They can move kind of up that far and back that little far a bit. You can also individually move the heels. They also kind of just pop off really easy, but that's fine. You just click and everything is good. I mean, you can get some cool poses out of this guy, like... Now I will be the first to admit, his heels are hecking annoying. They do not really help support the figure as much as I wish they did. But hey. The legs also have this weird double jointed movement here. But that's for the transformation. So I mean, you can get some really, really weird poses in if you really cared. Like, oh, there goes a heel. See what I mean? I mean, that's an okay pose, right? I don't know. I'm bad at posing figures. Okay, now let's transform him. Now we take these little pieces right here and flip those up. Flip that up. Take the hands, move them to the back, and this hand is going to peg into the fusion cannon on the side right there. Take these tank treads, move them out, move this down, and there's little tiny pegs where this little flap will peg in. So you put it in there, and you put it in there, and then you slip everything back like that. Now, kind of annoying. You can see the face. Anyway, take these legs, move them out, take the heels, flip them in, open the leg, put that in, and then slide it in, and then you gotta get this piece back, and it will just peg into his hip. Crap. First, before you do that, you gotta rotate it 90 degrees, then peg it in. Do the same for the other side. Also flip that fusion cannon around. Ugh. Lock that into place and kind of just shove those feet down. Now on its own, really pathetic looking. But then you take the sword, split the blades like earlier, then flip it like this, and then you stab it in there, and voila, you have a tank. Now this is a pretty cool looking tank. It can move 360. Now it kinda can if you do some weird stuff with it. Like, I don't know, let's see. If you put the swords out like that, then it can move up and down, but that kinda looks derpy. And as you shove it in there. So I mean it can kinda move up, but not really at all. It has wheels down here where the tank treads are. And of course, you can see Megatron's head. I wish with Siege Megatron they kind of opened the chest and shoved his head in. I wish they did that, but they didn't. So that's kind of annoying. And like this flipped over or something to complete this whole bottom part, but it's kind of just a gap. It's kind of a complaint I have with this guy. Other than that, it's pretty nice. You can peg stuff in on the sides. I don't have any stuff. Be right back. Yeah, I'm really bad at like weaponizing figures. But you get what I mean. Megatron is a Voyager class figure. I decided I would start the size comparison with Soundwave. So, compared to Soundwave, he's bigger, more wider in his vehicle mode than Soundwave is. And if we compare it to leader class Shockwave, Shockwave's longer, but we take off all his accessories. Ah. Oh my gosh, this desk is full of stuff. More of a like fair size comparison. Yeah. And these were the only two figures that I thought to compare the size to. But yeah, this is... Okay, everybody else, get off the desk. Get off. Get off. Get off. Get off. Be banished to the floor. Punks. Eh. Stupid. Stupid. But, yeah. yeah, this is Siege Megatron. Woo! Now in a minute. Okay, so I'm doing size comparisons for robot mode, Shockwave, without accessories, Soundwave, roughish, more similar in height, ish, and Shockwave with accessories. So, yeah. This figure doesn't have any pipe lighting like Shockwave does or Soundwave does. And, yeah, I like Siege Megatron. He's a pretty nice figure. He's just kind of a pain in the butt to transform. Really annoying. Now this figure doesn't have an official gun mode. And I'm not gonna bother transforming him into what is a like fan-made gun mode, cause I don't like it that much. It kinda looks really stupid, so we're gonna not. Anyway guys, that is going to wrap it up for today's video. I do hope you have enjoyed. Sorry it's kind of a long one. Sorry it's kind of an all over the place one. I'm just all over the place today. I don't know. Comment down below what you think I should review next. And if you have any suggestions on what I should review, let me know, because I got an assortment of really random things. Well, if it is my friend, have a good talk, start the king, and I'm out.